my constituencies have suffered some historical injustices in terms of road network, and that constituency is the Raka constituency. I have 3 constituencies in my county, which is Mara constituency, Chukabangombe constituency, and Raka constituency. The Raka constituency, Honorable Speakers, for a long period of time suffered some historical injustices in terms of road network. I don't know what logic is there that a road is constructed from my neighboring county. When it reaches the border to the Raka constituency, that road ends there. There is one example of that road which originates from Meru County to some part of the Raka constituency, a place called Murkomen, and that road is stopped there. There is another road, Honorable Speaker, which originates from Maua, bitumen standard up to Atidini. That road, when it reaches the Raka constituency, that road stops there. The only road which has been, which has the Raka constituency unseen, is the road from Gatonga to Chakariga, which has also stopped. That road was launched, I think, 2014. Up to now, that road is not even motorable. So the Raka constituency, Honorable Speaker, I think I would request to know from Honorable Minister, why has the Raka suffered those historical injustices in terms of road network for the last 60 years down the line? And what plans does the ministry have to make sure that the roads that are heading just at the exact bond of the Raka constituency extends to those areas that need those bitumen standards? There is that Murkomen road which is supposed to connect Murkomen all the way to Gachiongo. It's supposed to go all the way to Nkondi, to Marimant, and join the Raka University. There is also that road which is supposed to come from Gatidini all the way to Gachiongo, to Murkomen, and join the other road which is supposed to join the Raka University. What measures is the ministry trying to put in place to make sure that the Raka constituency enjoys the very best road network just like any other constituency in this country?
Honorable CS.
Mr. Speaker, while I may not have an answer as to why Tharaka Nithi County has been marginalized in the past, and Mr. Speaker, I've seen some people being very jittery when I attribute historical problems like the ones the Senate has done to past governments. I see people being very jittery. That's a fact. It's a fact that Tharaka Nithi County has been marginalized. That is uncontestable fact. But we do not come, Senator of Isiolo, Mr. Speaker, is saying, and also Isiolo, there are a number of places in the country, including the northern part of the country, that have really zero tarmac road network. But it is not my responsibility to write the book of lamentations. We came to office so that we can solve problems. And so one of the problems we have is to see how can we make sure that every part of this country, at least everybody tastes some level of development for equitable distribution of this infrastructure. The same way Senator Tobiko raised about Kajiado is the same way the Senator of Tharaka Nithi is asking. But there are plans underway to tarmac Murkomen, Murkomen, Gatunga up to Tharaka Road. Mr. Speaker, we are also alive to the fact that I was here with Professor Kindiki, my teacher, the CS Interior, when we went to see the road of Chakarika Marimanti, which is still pending from 2014. And a number of those roads, I promise you, Senator, that in this program that we are trying to resolve the pending bills, will make sure that your county the marginalization of your county is addressed. The other thing I want to give the country, there are so many people who are disillusioned because of the state of infrastructure pending from 2014, 2015, 2016 up to now. I want to give them the word of assurance. The government of President William Ruto and the Ministry of Transport and Roads and Transport under my watch is doing everything possible, working with our development partners. You've seen the progress we've made, especially with the support we are receiving from the multilateral agencies, World Bank and IMF, that you saw this week. The President has sent me to also talk to Chinese government, and I've been there 3 times. Mr. Speaker, I have acquired the notoriety of being sort of closer to the Chinese administration because a greater portion of these roads are being delivered by contractors from China. There's a program we're working together. This program, Mr. Speaker, should give us hope that in the next 2 or 3 months, most of these roads should be able to, we should be able to resume most of these roads. And I can assure most of the senators here that by the time you go to the next election, we will have done significant progress in terms of sorting out the pending roads across the country. I'm working very hard, Mr. Speaker. Unfortunately, infrastructure projects are not like instant coffee, where you brew it at the press of a button. You have to really work hard to plan, strategize, negotiate financial support. You've seen the president traveling out of the country on and off. The Speaker, let me say this. I went with the president this weekend to Europe, and for 3 nights that we were out of the country, we slept in the plane 2 nights. So there's only 1 night we slept in Europe. And the negotiations we were making, Mr. Speaker, is massive on matters infrastructure, and you will be seeing the results. So because these things require careful planning, one philosopher said that it's